It sounds like Russia was definitely a lot worse than we thought.
They've been the same. They've always been since really World War II. It's political influence or influence in thoughts and behaviors of an adversary. The only thing that's changed over time is the tools they've used, the techniques, and their intent has never changed.
The Cold War is very real in our mind.
There were a number of KGB agents in the American government, but they were born Americans, and they were recruited based on their communist ideology. There was some stuff that happened that was influenced directly by the KGB.
Some of this has become almost a novelty now with shows like The Americans, which is off the air now, but it was pretty recent.
This series really may have done a little bit of damage to the United States citizen stance with regard to espionage, because it looks so real. The Americans looks more real when in fact it's not.
I've had the great privilege of having Jack Barsky on the show. Jack Barsky is a former KGB spy who lived in the United States undercover for 16 years.
I was fundamentally not detectable. You couldn't have found me.
He had his own family back at home in Germany, Eastern Germany, and a family here. He had literally a split life between the places.
You just grow into the role that you're playing. It isn't that you're on stage and then you go home to your real life. The stage is your real life.
Robin Dreeke is a spy master himself. He was the head of the Counterintelligence program at the FBI Behavioral Analysis Unit. His job was, guess what? To recruit spies.
It's taken the intuition side out of the equation if possible, because a lot of people will use liking someone as a gauge on if I like them, I can trust them. Well, trust I actually redefine as predictable behavior, because you can actually totally dislike someone, but you can predict what they're going to do.
And he came into the FBI and fell under the wing of Jack Schafer.
When you run undercover operations, people don't realize how complex it is. There's a lot of moving parts. Everything has to be working well. And if one of the pieces doesn't work, then the machine breaks down. The undercover operation breaks down.
Jack helped teach Robin how to talk to people, how to communicate with them, how to get involved. And Jack is also a master of statement analysis.
We can kind of set a world in which we want that person to live. So what we do is we psychologically develop that world, and then of course we can manipulate that world because it's our world.
Now the awesome thing about all these three people is they are all patriots. So what do you have when you have three patriots on opposite sides of the equation who are all trying to recruit talent to tell on each other? I have all three of them on the same panel, on the same live stream, and you don't want to miss it. Subscribe now, hit the bell. This is coming up. It will be amazing.
Churchill got together.
You're almost like a
were influenced by KGB.
Resources for national security and great patriots.
as a
It's the same
result
as
of-
selling a product.